Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to Sincere Tarot, where you get the raw, honest truth. This is your November 2019 reading. So I am going to start off with pulling 4 cards from my Tarot of the Cat deck. I've already shuffled all 3 sets of my cards off camera. Then then I'll pull a card from my new deck. Your energy card will be from Mystic Mondays tarot deck, which I love. And if you want to learn a little bit more about it, I'm going to attach a link at the end of the video. And lastly, make sure you stick around until the end where you pick your own destiny card. All right, so let's see how this month is going to look for you. Let's do once more. Okay, once more. Very interesting. Just give me a moment to pull this all together. Cool. Overall, it's looking like a pretty good month. So far, a better month than many of the other readings, okay? So well done. All right, so during the first week, we have got the 6 of Pentacles. So the Pentacles may very well be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn influence in your life, but essentially, like, your energy for the first week is taking care of others. Maybe you work with the public. It could literally be anything from being a teacher to a social worker or just like volunteering for something. I don't know, maybe like a food bank, just, you know what I mean? Like, you don't necessarily have that much to give, but you give what you can, and you give to people or animals potentially, or the environment where it's so needed. Like, your skills, your resources, your love, your presence is so drastically needed and desperately received by so many different entities during the first week, okay? So that's just great. You're a very loving, giving spirit. Just be careful during the second week when we've got the 8 of Wands, all right? So, I mean, that's likely you, but it could also be another Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius influence in your life. But you are going to be busy, 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 just go, 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 and, you know, that's not going to be sustainable in the long run. You're able to manage it now. I'm just gonna say that it's probably because during the first week when you're like helping people or entities, whether it's animals or the environment, like, you're so needed in the first week that you kind of push yourself to your actual limit of what you're capable of during the second week. And yeah, you can do that for the time being, but it's not sustainable in the long run. But during the third week, things are just looking awesome because look, we've got the World. That's one of the best cards in the deck. You literally, sometimes it means travel, but it's like infinite potential on this planet. Like, the world is your oyster. There are so many opportunities for you as well. And also that could line up with on the 12th. We're closing up grounded chapters as Mars is sextile in Jupiter, and there's a full moon in Taurus. So kind of just the completion, like, leveling up, like you might have been completing a project, for example, and you have so many opportunities, okay? Now, this is really interesting. During the 4th week, we have got the moon. So that could also potentially be dreams moving forward, as Neptune is direct in Pisces. Pisces is ruled by the moon. You might also want to check out my video based on your moon sign as well this month. So you could be diving deep, you know, exploring the shadow self. And the thing is, what a lot of people don't realize when it comes to shadows is that shadows can be positive and negative, right? So dive deep and see what things that are not just negative, but also positive that you might have suppressed, okay? So for example, just to give you an example of a positive, a shadow aspect of oneself that's positive. You might have been raised in a household where people didn't like it when you laughed, right? And laughter is an expression of joy. It can make you feel better. But if you were raised in that type of household, you might have suppressed, you know, wanting to laugh and laughter and feeling that joy, right? So dive deep. Find just not the negative suppressed aspects of yourself, but the positive, okay? This is how you know if something is repressed in yourself, okay? Things that super annoy you about other people, like a consistent thing that annoys you about other people, tends to be a negative repressed emotion. And things that you really admire in other people, like celebrities, for example, as well, a particular aspect or quality of them that you super admire is a repressed positive aspect of oneself. So dive deep, explore, Everything looks different in the light of the moon. Just be careful. There also might be a little bit of mixed signals, haziness, and deception and trickery as well, okay? But dive deep, explore the shadow self. All right, now I'm going to pick your energy card from my Mystic Mondays Tarot deck, and make sure you stick around until the very end where you pick your own destiny card from my Thoth deck. All right, so energy card this month. Ooh, ooh. Okay, it just flew out. Also, I'm not used to this deck. It's much bigger in size than my other decks, okay? And the cards are much thicker, so anyways. We have got the King of Pentacles. Okay, so this is really awesome energy, and it also lines up with during the first week. So I know a lot of spiritual people will be like, oh, money is evil and this and that, but I'm sorry, during the first week, you're going to be helping like people or entities that you're like, wow, I wish I had money to give. I wish I had money to invest in this. If I just had a little bit more money, or maybe made a bit more money, then I could put more of my effort to this like volunteer opportunity. You know what I mean? So your energy for the King of Pentacles, I just made a few notes because my Mystic Mondays deck is quite new, but the King of Pentacles represents, let's see. Yeah, attainment, prosperity, abundance. So you've totally got that energy where you're able to like make really, really wise decisions financially, where you're able to get what you want financially. It might be a good month to think about like where you want to invest, how to strategize like saving money and building your wealth and things like that, because you've totally got the right energy for being successful in the material wealth aspect of your life. And yeah, you're definitely going to be thinking about that during the first week. All right, pick a number 1, 2, or 3. You are picking your destiny card from my Thoth tarot deck. Always go with the first number that comes to your head, whatever one feels lighter, whatever one feels most relaxed. You might feel some tingles too. 1, 2, or 3. This is so interesting. Okay, if you picked 1, we have got the 4 of Wands, completion. So that also lines up with during the 3rd week when you've got the World, completing big projects, wrapping things up. Definitely things related to all of your goals and tasks that are keeping you super busy during the 2nd week with the 8 of Wands. I think you're just bringing things together, prioritizing what's really important, and just, you know, dotting your I's, crossing your T's, things like that, okay? If you pick 2, we've got the Princess of Wands. So you might want to get in touch with like the creative part of you, because you will have a lot of creative energy. That also might line up with your goals that you're accomplishing in the 2nd week, how you're helping people in the 1st week, and wrapping up the big, so literally, obviously it lines up with everything, okay? So you've got this creative energy, and I would find some way to express it, okay? In a positive, meaningful way. Oh, also, that also likely represents you, but it could also represent another Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. All right, if you picked 3, we've got the Devil. So I would just like be super, maybe that's part of what you're diving deep into in the 4th week with the moon, with the shadow aspect, because the Devil to me represents like stress and self-doubt and fears, and it could also be addiction as well. Who knows, maybe you're helping people during the 1st week that suffer from addiction, okay? But yeah, like dive deep into the dark aspect of yourself. And also it could possibly be a Capricorn influence in your life. But I think that, yeah, if you picked 3, you might have to be just heading into the deep unknown, facing your demons. But it's what you need to do. Okay, just because of this, I have to pick one more card from... You might have to go home. If you picked 3, you might have to go home and wrap up a few things. Okay. Anyways, I hope that was helpful. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. If you want to watch your video on the previous month, I'll attach a link as well. Also, if you're interested in learning more about the Mystic Mondays Tarot card, my new set, I'll also attach a link to that, and you can hit the timestamps if there's a particular card, for example, the King of Pentacles, that you want to look more into and learn a bit more about. just check in the pinned comment section of the other video that I'll be attaching. And if you would like a personal reading, you're more than welcome to email me at contact@sinceretarot.co.uk. Last but not least, please comment below. I love reading your comments so much. They mean a lot. And if there's a particular video you'd like to see, please let me know in the comments. I love reading them so much. They do mean a lot. And I hope you have a really great month. You absolutely deserve it. Talk to you later. Bye.